Hello, my friend. Welcome to your sleep story. My name is Stephen Dalton. I'm an Irish storyteller, and it's my great privilege to be the voice that you listen to as you go to sleep tonight. Tonight's story is set at a lake called Emerald Lake. We have visited this lake before, but you don't need to have heard that story to hear this one. They stand alone, much like the stories that are told in this story around the campfire on this rainy night at Emerald Lake. It's a simple, calming story, and I really hope you like it. One small thing, if my work is helping you and you'd like to support me, you can do so through Patreon. The link is below this video. Okay, let's do the relaxation session now, which will take a few minutes before tonight's sleep story. I'm going to count down from 10 to 1, and as I do, allow yourself to let go more and more. 10. Feel the support of the bed beneath you, or the floor, or whatever you lie upon tonight. But beneath all of that, feel the earth. The earth that is always supporting you, always there for you. Our home. And as you become aware of that constant support, see if it allows you to let go a little bit more now, to ease into this moment a little bit more now. 9. You are safe. You are okay. And in this feeling of safety, in this place of comfort, allow my voice to be an anchor of safety tonight. Know that my voice will only ever take you to safe places, to safe destinations, to a safe refuge of deep sleep. 8. Feel into your body now. Just notice anything. That's all you need to do. Maybe it's a tingling. Maybe it's a slight pain. Whatever it is, just notice. Maybe it's in your feet. Maybe in your legs. Maybe your belly. Your chest. Or your face. And as you notice Whatever you notice, see if you're holding anywhere. And if you are, just let go a little bit more now. Seven. The day is done. Whatever has been, has been. Whatever will be, will be. But right now, in this moment, you don't need to think about the past or the future. Allow yourself the luxury of embracing this very moment. And of course, thoughts will arrive. And as they do, don't fight them. Know that they are a part of being a human being. Just see them for what they are. Thoughts. And watch them go like leaves on a moonlit river, or clouds passing in a starlit sky. Six. This is your time. This is your moment. Nobody else's. We are best when we give ourselves time, when we allow peace to be a part of our experience of life. So allow yourself to let go, to be kind to yourself, to know that you deserve this moment and this opportunity of rest. 5. Peace lives within you. It's just waiting to be found. See if you can find it tonight. And if you do, where does it live? In your heart? In your head? Have a look for it and notice if you can sense it. 4. Perhaps allow a little gratitude now. Gratitude for the simple things. The shelter you have tonight. The peace of this moment. The opportunity of rest. 3. Begin to engage with your imagination now. Imagine Emerald Lake from high above, with the vast expanse of nature, with endless pine trees stretching toward the horizon. Nestled among the shore is the camp, with little tents and cozy log cabins tucked among the trees. It's early evening, and today there's a mystical aura at Emerald Lake. Rain clouds gather above. Mist envelops everything, and the first raindrops begin to fall onto the lake, creating small ripples that expand around its surface. The pines stand tall around the shore, their needles glistening with moisture as a soft mist rises from the forest floor. Two, breathe in the cool, crisp air, tinged with the fresh scent of rain, a blend of earthy aromas and the rich smell of damp pine needles. The clouds above form a cozy blanket, muffling the sounds of the night and wrapping the world in a warm embrace. 1. Now imagine drawing closer to the camp and to the rustic log cabins. See the windows emanating warm light, smoke curling from the chimneys into the misty air. The glow from within promises warmth and shelter from the gentle rain outside. Completely letting go now as I tell you tonight's sleep story. In one of the huts, Lina enjoys the rainy evening in her own company. She sits comfortably in a plush armchair by the window, with a steaming cup of herbal tea cradled in her hands. The soft glow of a lantern illuminates the pages of the book resting on her lap. Outside, the rain taps gently against the window pane, each droplet creating a tiny ripple on the glass before sliding down to meet the sill. She gazes out at the mist-shrouded forest, the silhouettes of the towering pines standing tall against the dusky sky. The lake beyond is veiled in a delicate haze, its surface dotted with expanding circles where raindrops meet the water. The cozy warmth of the cabin contrasts beautifully with the cool, damp world outside. Taking a sip of her tea, Lina savors the blend of chamomile and lavender, the fragrant steam mingling with the faint scent of pine wood from the cabin's interior. The quiet ambience is soothing. The only sounds being the crackle of the fire in the hearth, the rustle of pages as she turns them, and the rhythmic patter of rain. A soft knock at the door pulls her from her reverie. Setting her cup down, she rises to open it, revealing Maya standing on the threshold, a hood pulled over her head and a mischievous smile on her face. "Enjoying the rain?" Maya asks, her cheeks flushed from the cool air. "I am," Lina replies with a smile. "It's the perfect evening for staying in." "Well, a few of us are gathering under the tarp by the main fire to share some stories," Maya said. "Thought you might like to join us." Lina glanced back at her cozy setup, then back at Maya. The idea of sharing the evening with her new friends, wrapped in blankets and listening to the rain together, was inviting. "Let me grab my things," she said. "I'll be right there." She dons a warm sweater and picks up her blanket and mug. As they step outside, the fresh scent of the forest envelops them. The rain is gentle now, more of a mist, and the path is illuminated by lanterns hanging from tree branches, the light reflecting off the damp leaves. Arriving at the communal area, they find a group of campers huddled comfortably under a large tarp stretched out between sturdy poles. The fire beneath crackles merrily, its warmth radiating outward and creating a cozy oasis amidst the rainy evening. The atmosphere is intimate, the soft glow of the fire, casting flickering shadows on familiar faces. "Lina, glad you could make it," Oliver calls out, making room for her on one of the log benches. "Couldn't resist the allure of good stories," she replies, settling in and wrapping her blanket snugly around her shoulders. "Perfect timing," Daniel says, pouring hot cocoa into mugs and passing them around. "We were just about to start." Grandma Willow sits opposite Lina, her eyes reflecting the firelight. "This rain brings back memories of stories my grandmother used to tell," she said wistfully. "Would you share one with us?" Lina asks eagerly. "I'd be delighted," she replies. "This is a story about thunder, a guardian of the skies." She begins to speak, her voice carrying a melodic cadence that draws everyone in. "In the time when the world was young, the sky was watched over by a mighty spirit named Raiden. He commanded the thunder and wielded lightning as his spear. Raiden was a protector, ensuring that balance was maintained between the heavens and the earth. One day, a mischievous wind spirit named Zephyr decided to play a trick. He stole Raiden's lightning spear, hiding it within the clouds. Without his spear, Raiden could not perform his duties, and chaos threatened to disrupt the harmony of nature. A brave young woman named Amaya, whose name means night rain, volunteered to help. Guided by the sounds of the raindrops, she ascended the tallest mountain to reach the realm of the sky. Through courage and wit, she outsmarted Zephyr, retrieving the lightning spear and returning it to Raiden. Grateful, Raiden bestowed upon Amaya the gift of understanding the language of the rain. From then on, whenever thunder rolled across the sky, it was a reminder of the guardian's watchful presence and the bravery of those who seek to restore balance. As Grandma Willow finishes, A gentle rumble of thunder sounds in the distance, as if echoing the story. The group sit in reflective silence for a moment. "Thank you for that wonderful story," Oliver says softly. Lina feels a sense of awe, and then Maya leans forward. "I have a story about how rain brings peace," she offers. "Please share," encourages Daniel. Maya's eyes take on a dreamy quality as she begins. In a land parched by endless sun, a village struggles under the weight of drought and discord. Arguments and strife became commonplace as resources dwindled. One evening, a mysterious stranger arrived, carrying nothing but a simple flute. He sat in the village square and began to play a melody unlike any they'd heard before. The notes were soft, like the first drops of rain on dry ground. As he played, clouds gathered overhead, and a gentle rain began to fall. The villagers were astonished. They stood together in the rain, feeling the cool drops wash over them, cleansing not just the dust from their skin, but the animosity from their hearts. The music and the rain brought a sense of peace and unity. When the stranger finished his song, the rain ceased and the clouds parted to reveal a brilliant sunset. He left as quietly as he'd arrived, leaving behind a village renewed in both spirit and land. From that day forward, whenever tensions arose, the villagers would recall the melody and the gift of rain, finding ways to harmonize once more. "That's a beautiful story," Lina says, her voice filled with appreciation. Daniel chimes in. "You know, there's a scientific explanation for why rain can make us feel calm. The sound of rain produces white noise, which can help drown out other sounds and lull our brains into a relaxed state. And the scent of petrichor, that smell you can smell after the first rain, can also have a soothing effect, he adds. It's amazing how nature works on both a mythical and physiological level. Speaking of petrichor, Lina says, I read that it's caused by oils released from plants and bacteria in the soil. When it rains, after a dry period, these compounds are released into the air. Exactly, Daniel agrees. It's like the earth is sharing its own perfume. Grandma Willow smiles. The blending of science and story enriches our understanding. Both have their place in our appreciation of the world. The rain outside the tarp continues its gentle descent, the drops creating a soothing backdrop to their conversation. The fire crackles, casting warmth and light. Would anyone else like to share a story? Oliver asks. I have one, Daniel says. It's about the rainbow serpent, a creature from indigenous legend that brings rain and unites communities. Please go ahead, encourages Lina. Daniel begins. In the dreamtime, the rainbow serpent was a powerful being who moved across the land, carving out rivers and valleys. It brought water to the dry earth, allowing life to flourish. The rainbow serpent was also a symbol of unity, connecting different tribes and teaching them to live in harmony with the land. One year, a severe drought threatened all life. The tribes pleaded with the rainbow serpent to return and bring the rains. Moved by their sincere cooperation and mutual respect, the serpent emerged from its resting place, arching across the sky and releasing torrents of rain. The land was rejuvenated, and the people celebrated together. The rainbow serpent reminded them that by working together and respecting nature, they could overcome any hardship. Thank you for sharing that, Maya says. It's a great reminder of the importance of unity and respect for the environment. As the evening progresses, the stories continue, each one adding another layer of shared experience. Laughter mingles with contemplative silence, and the bonds between the campers grow stronger. Eventually, the rain begins to taper off, the pattering on the tarp becoming less frequent, the clouds overhead starting to thin, revealing patches of starlit sky. I think the rain is coming to an end, Oliver observes. And so is our evening, perhaps, Grandma Willow adds gently. May we carry the wisdom of these stories with us. The group begins to stir, gathering their belongings and expressing gratitude for the shared time. Thank you all for a wonderful evening, Lina says, feeling a deep sense of contentment. Sleep well, everyone, Oliver says. Tomorrow brings new adventures. As Lina walks back to her cabin, the air is fresh and cool. The ground glistens from the rain, and the scent of petrichor lingers. She pauses by the lake, watching as the mist rises gently from the water's surface, illuminated by the soft glow of the emerging moon. Back in her cabin, she changes into comfortable clothes and settles once more by the window with her book. But instead of reading, she finds herself gazing out into the night, reflecting on the stories shared and the connections made. The quiet of the cabin is soothing. She sips the last of her tea, the warmth spreading through her and chasing away the remnants of the evening's chill. As she sets the cup down, she notices the soft patter of raindrops beginning anew against the window pane, a gentle rhythm that fills the room with that calming sound that brings such peace. Climbing into bed, Lina pulls the covers up and nestles into the pillows. The rain outside grows steadier, each drop creating a soothing cadence that seems to sync with her heartbeat. The fresh scent of rain wafts in through a slight crack in the window, mingling with the lingering aroma of pine and the faint embers glowing in the hearth. She closes her eyes, and images of thunder guardians, healing rains, and rainbows dance in her mind, mingling with the gentle sounds of the night. The rain's persistent yet gentle tapping becomes a lullaby, easing her in to deeper relaxation. And as she drifts into sleep, she feels a profound gratitude for the shelter of her cozy cabin, the companionship of her fellow campers, and the timeless magic of stories that bridge the gap between myth and reality. The rain embraces the cabin, its soothing murmurs wrapping around her like a soft blanket. Outside, the rain continues to fall softly, the droplets meeting the leaves, the roof, and the calm surface of the lake. The forest seems to sigh contentedly. The pines swaying gently under the weight of the moisture. The lake mirrors the dance of the raindrops, each ripple catching the faint glow of lanterns extinguished for the night. And so, lulled by the gentle rhythm of the rain and embraced by the serenity of Emerald Lake, Lina sleeps soundly, deeply, and in great peace, surrounded by the soothing sounds of the falling rain.